flower. We are that which shines and is illuminated by the grace of the Guru alone. We are that which shines and is illuminated by the grace of the Guru alone. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Gurudeva, Maheshwara. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Gurudeva, Maheshwara. Dwell in the heart of the Guru, wake up in the heart of the Guru, rejoice in the love of the Guru alone. Build your home at the feet of the Guru, cry alone at the feet of the Guru, lit a lamp in the heart of the Guru and burn. Let go of your life, give it to the Guru. Let go of your mind, give it to the Guru. Let go of your breath and give it to the Guru. The Guru will heal whatever hurts. The Guru will take off all our weights. He comes in the night, and when we wake up the next morning without knowing why, we feel so light. The Guru will heal whatever hurts. The Guru will take off all our weights. He comes in the night, and when we wake up the next morning without knowing why, we feel so light. When we are thirsty, the Guru is water. When we are afraid, the Guru is courage. When in darkness, Guru is the sunshine. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Gurudeva, Maheshwara. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Gurudeva, Maheshwara. If you have to fall, fall at the feet of the Guru. If you have to crave, crave for the feet of the Guru. If you have to weep, weep at the feet of the Guru. If you have to remember, remember the feet of the Guru. If you have a choice, choose the feet of the Guru. If you have to die, die at the feet of the Guru. If you have to fall, fall at the feet of the Guru. If you have to crave, crave for the feet of the Guru. If you have to weep, weep at the feet of the Guru. If you have to remember, remember the feet of the Guru. If you have a choice, choose the feet of the Guru. If you have to die, die at the feet of the Guru. If you have to die, die at the feet of the Guru. If you have to die, die at the feet of the Guru.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Satsang with Moojibaba. Well, we're coming to the final 2 days of Satsang, and the room looks very full, very beautiful, and we would like to invite everyone to please come on in and get settled. I know people are still coming through the gate, but to make your way swiftly to your seat, we would really appreciate that. Thank you. Satsang will be anywhere from 1.5 hours to 2 hours and sometimes longer. And we'd like to ask everyone to please stay seated throughout the satsang. And if you have to leave early or you know you're inclined to get up, some of you having seats in the same spots over and over again and hearing this announcement and still getting up every day. If you know you're one to get up, it's totally fine, but we ask you to please sit in the back of the room in that case, near the exits. And we ask everyone to please switch off your mobile phones and to switch them all the way off because they interfere with our live translation system that's happening here during this satsang. Thank you for that. So today and tomorrow there's satsang. Also, this evening there will be a slideshow at 7 p.m. And the slideshow is an opportunity for you to see the beautiful photographs that were taken by the photographers on the team. And you'll be amazed, really amazed at their artistry. And also the team, the slideshow team that puts together this presentation tonight. So everyone is welcome. It's at 7 p.m. and it will be broadcast live. The gates are opening at 6:30. There will be Russian and Hindi translation in the satsang hall and at the broadcast for the slideshow. This gives me an opportunity to ask all those people who are taking part in the live translation, if you've borrowed a headset or a splitter, to please remember to return it tomorrow after satsang at the very latest. So to please return these items, and you can do that at the desk outside as you enter here. Now, the subtitles team. The subtitles team, these are the folks that take Moojibaba's words and put them in their own language and then attach them to the videos so that people from around the world speaking other languages can also hear the Master's words. It's a very beautiful work. You can do it from home. They're looking for some people who are interested in contributing in this way. And I'm going to read some languages to you where they're looking for this kind of help. Arabic, Czech, Dutch, Estonian, Greek, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Italian, Persian, Portuguese, Romanian, Serbian, Slovenian, Slovakian, and Turkish. So that is really amazing. What this means is that people in these languages are asking for the translations, you know? It's very touching. And there are many, many other languages where already we have plenty of volunteers. So this is the area where they're looking for some extra help. And if you would like to participate, those who have assisted in this way really report what a beautiful service it is. You listen to the Master's words, and you translate them and attach them to the videos. So it's very, very auspicious work. Those interested can write to subtitles@mooji.org. And if you're here in the room and would like to learn more, you can go to the translation desk after satsang. Now a quick word about the shop. In the back of the hall, there's a shop where you can find Moojiji's books, malas that have been blessed and designed by Moojiji. You can order today's satsang, music, other things are there also. And we want you to know that there are some of Moojibaba's frescoes, his paintings, have been put onto a card. We've been trying to get these into the shop and have been just not getting good prints of them. So the people who have been asking, we want you to know they are in the shop as of today, a limited quantity. And that at the end of satsang, you may hear a bell ring if you're in that section, and it's an indication to please to get up from your seat so that we can set the shop up, so that we can open it up after the satsang. Those joining us from home, you can see many of the same things in the satsangshop.com. I'm going to read a recording agreement now. We want you to know that we're broadcasting live today, and by admission to this premises and this satsang, you consent that Mooji Media Limited may use your image or voice for the recordings which will be taken before, during, and after satsang. The recordings shall be treated with utmost respect and shall be used only to share Sri Mooji's teachings. You agree not to use any information Sri Mooji gives as medical advice or as an alternative to medical advice. If you do not wish to be filmed or photographed, it is your responsibility to stay out of view of the cameras. We suggest you sit in the far back corner of the room in that case. And please, no personal photography and no recordings of any kind while you're here at the ashram. We extend our deep gratitude for all those who are making donations to help make these satsangs happen. It's a very important part of being here to contribute in this way and to know that your contribution, no matter how small, how big, is helping to make these satsangs happen. And the wisdom that's being shared here by this great master is just unparalleled. The talks that we've been having over these 5 weeks will be food for people for many, many ages to come. So really deep gratitude, thanks to you for helping make this happen. Now finally, a few requests from Moojibaba. First, to know that his movements are very spontaneous, and to please don't come with any expectation after satsang. Sometimes he is greeting people as he's leaving the hall, but it's best to meet him with no intention in your heart and to greet him with namaste so that he can see you. He prefers this and wants you to know it's not necessary to touch his feet. Lately, many people have been giving their malas to Moojiji for blessing. And he does sometimes bless malas. He's been doing it here in the darshan line. But it's becoming quite a lot, actually. And it's taking away from your moment to meet him. You know? You're reaching for a blessing from your mala. He's blessing you in the satsang, and he's right there meeting you in that line, and you're handing a mala. So just to point out, don't miss the opportunity to meet him. Meet him with namaste. Meet his eyes. And this is his request to you. Moojibaba will be with us shortly. Thank you.
to life in you. I come to life in you. By your grace, I am. By your grace, I am. I come to life in you. 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 Shiva, Shiva, Mahadeva. 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 I come to life in you. 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 Shiva, Shiva, Mahadeva. 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 Guru Kripa Kevalam, 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 Guru Kripa Kevalam. Om Satguru Shiva Moojibaba Namaha. 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 Om Satguru Shri 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 Moojibaba Namaha. By your grace, I am. By your grace, I am. And I come
to life in you. I come to life in you. I come to life in you. I come to life in you. Papaji, Papaji, Buddhaji, Mahadeva, you alone know, you alone see. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are one. All is one. All is one. Papaji. Buddhaji, Mahadeva, like the river flows to the sea, like the river flows to the sea. Absorb me, Papaji, Papaji, Buddhaji, Mahadeva, you alone know, so you alone see. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are one. All is one. All is one. Papaji, Buddhaji, Mahadeva, all the beings are gathered at your feet. I take my seat. We are eternally one. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are one. All is one. All is one. Papaji, Buddhaji, Mahadeva.
Namaste, welcome everyone to Satsang today here in Rishikesh. And welcome, of course, to all the friends who are still with us throughout the season and joining us via broadcasting. So, a very big welcome. Thanks for your letters and your presence with us as one Sangha. So, very much happy that still so many people have actually spent the season here, and of course many come and go as they will, I guess. So, welcome everyone today. Thank you. Good. So, please come.
Namaste, Mooji.
Namaste. Dear.
So it's the fourth season I'm here in Rishikesh.
That's good.
And I'm really grateful for all your teachings. And I've never come up to the microphone. And yesterday I realized that it was fear that stopped me.
Is this also an expression of that fear also?
I don't know. It's like the urge for freedom in my body. It expresses like this. It feels like that.
Yeah. So behind the expressions or reactions that take place in the body is the place that you have been introduced to. And these last couple of weeks at least, the whole Sangha seems to be moving as one body back into that space, original space, which is not subject to any the impact of whatever happens in the body-mind region. It is free of them. From where you have been introduced, this is your home place. This is your true position, in fact, and recognizing which, it is more clearly seen the region and the realm of the mind and the body and the person, how that has been functioning, and that all that you see in the realm of personhood belongs to what you may call phenomenality. Sometimes I've said to some people who have come to this place, you are like zero now. You're like zero. Don't tell anybody because they will not understand what you mean. It is not socially acceptable to call yourself zero. But spiritually beautiful to know that in that space. Your emptiness beyond even the concept of emptiness. And nobody can describe. There's been no books about it. Because books will always have some content referring to some shape, some form, some quality. But this is beyond all of that. And beautifully, so many beings are coming into that recognition so beautifully. And what is so wonderful about it is that without strain, without effort, without struggle, simply through understanding and allowing your own mind and attention to be directed and guided smoothly into its own source, you are home, you see? So what can stop you from doing what? All that can be stopped is that perhaps from the body-mind, some fearful thought or feeling or energy is stopping the idea you have of who you are. Your personal identity may feel blocked or something, but now you see that, but that's only an idea. This is only a phenomenal play arising in the unchanging. That's not conceptual now. That's not some spiritual fantasy. This can be coming from your own testimony, coming from your own intuitive and direct experience here. You can close all the books and put them aside. You can speak from here. Now, you see, the mind tells you, it's on the other side of the door. It's behind the curtain. It's over the rainbow. Just 2 more lives. And you can listen to all these things and for what? I am here. Unless you allow the voice of this psychological voice to speak into your being and say, yeah, but it's a nice experience, but it's not the real thing. And whoever listens to that then wakes up and go, yeah, maybe, it's a bit too simple. Look how many books are written about this thing. How can it be so simple? So irrespective of what happens, and sometimes these energies, and when people are meditating or looking more deeply, sometimes you find something like this happen, like involuntary reflex or something that's shaking off some energies or something, or whatever that can be. But you're not caught in that. You don't give any attention. That's nothing at all. Soon forgotten, immediately forgotten. Don't take these things to be a sign of your spiritual maturity. They're as momentary as your breath. Let everything go. You stay in that indefinable place. And you don't have to speak about it, because as you become established to the extent that there's no doubts in you, beyond even believing in it, you are it. You're home. Meaning you and home are one. This home is not a house. In fact, it houses all the universes put together. Have you come to that seeing or not?
It's very quiet and spacious.
Yes.
But still there's something.
Yes. You are nothing. What is something? If you are nothing, what is something for you? Everything that touches zero becomes zero, nullified. If you are nothing, what is, there's a little something, what is it? Nothing at all. But if you give your mind attention to it, it starts to develop a story, an interpretation, and soon you have a creature, you have something, and you may follow it. I want to see how far we are willing to go to allow things to be seen. Don't have to run and hide. Don't live your life under the bed. No, you can look at things. But even more beautifully, when you are watching from a place of detachment, when you're not being personal, the personal mode of consciousness gets stuck very easily with its own projections. It cannot control its own projections and easily gets entangled in its own ideas. However entangled it may come, all this is perceivable in the place of isness. Is there a land called isness? No, I can't find anywhere. But when I say that which is, now it's alive for many of you. It's not like, whoa, what is that? You're in the indescribable, you see? The person, the mind, is in the land of the describable. You are the indescribable. What is going to trouble you? And you can move anywhere. In the manifest field, you can move anywhere. As impelled by grace or whatever, you move. And interactions, actions, reactions are taking place spontaneously, and your involvement in them is quite appropriate and spontaneous also, and watched also at the same time. No strain. But you are to still remain in a state of marination for a while. Love it, be in it. I wouldn't even have to ask you to do this even. It's like if you are in love, you've fallen in love. You're so intensely in love. Does anybody need to remind you to remember your beloved? Darling, did you remember your beloved today? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Oh my gosh. Oh. No, they don't have to. Your own love reminds itself. And this that is also. What needs to remind you of you? You are before reminding. You watch the play of reminding, but you are already here. Closer than intimacy. So if something feels, it's perfect, it's like 99.9 perfect. Mooji, please help me to get that 0.1 sorted out. So forget about it. Forget about numbers, forget about everything. Don't be troubled by simply a concept that your mind has pushed in there. You are nothing. What is going to trouble you? Unless a voice comes and says, I'm not nothing. I've not spent all my life, I've got a brilliant mind. I'm not nothing. I didn't come here to be nothing. I came here to be the best something I can be. So, yeah. Mooji, that doesn't work for me. Many years ago, one of the first books we were preparing, and the working title, we know, he said, what should the title be? And I said, the title should be Nothing Is. Okay? Nothing Is. We're trying to get it published in America. Didn't go down well. Said, why don't you try more something like Everything Is? Yeah, okay, naturally. No, nothing is. No, everything is. Okay. So, what are we doing now?
It's empty.
Emptying still. Yeah.
Empty.
Empty. Yes. Good. MTG. And beautiful, because then you somehow, it's clear for you, then this tendency, a habit for the mind to hold on to keep holding on, another walking stick. I need another stick. Huh? And holding on to this stick stops you from dancing. Okay? So, you don't need any sticks.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Good. And when we check in, don't check in here. Just check in here. Just check in here.
Hindi translation, please.
Hindi translation? Hindi translation? No Hindi translation? Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah. Okay, come.
Guru Mooji, I love you more than I can say. I came this Rishikesh 1st March in yoga festival, and I'm now here until now. I heard a lot of things about you. I tried to attend your satsang, but it's not comfortable me. I miss a lot of your satsang here. I've been here. This is my 3rd time.
आप हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं.
I can speak in English, but I don't understand proper English.
Okay, so
मैं ट्रांसलेट कर दूंगी.
May I have one translator?
जी.
Come please here.
no, she can stay there. It's okay. Yeah.
It's all right. So can I make some questions to you?
Please.
What is life?
What is life?
Yeah.
You are life.
Me life?
Yeah.
No, it's a hell my life.
No, that is mind. You are life. You say, oh, my life is hell. No, that is mind. Mind say, your life is hell. I say, you are life.
Yeah, I'm alive.
No, not that you're only alive, you are life itself, I say.
But I feel everywhere is a lot of troubles in my life,
Yes,
a lot of tension in my life,
yes,
a lot of unnecessary harassment in my life.
yes.
So, is this my life?
It does not need to be your life, but that is the life that is presented through your mind.
Sorry, I don't understand.
ये एक्चुअली ज़िंदगी नहीं है, लेकिन ये वो ज़िंदगी है जो आपका माइंड प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा है, जो आपका मन आपको दिखा रहा है.
Exactly.
So everyone's life is like this, like me?
No. No. But everyone tastes some of that. Everybody has to taste some of that.
लेकिन सभी की ज़िंदगी में थोड़ा सा ये ऐसा उन्हें टेस्ट करना पड़ता है.
Yes. But you are not compelled to experience only in this way.
लेकिन ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप सिर्फ इसी तरह से उसे टेस्ट करें.
Yes. What you may call life may appear to be everything happening here, but how it is experienced is what happens in here.
जिसे आप ज़िंदगी कहते हैं वो बाहर जो कुछ हो रहा है वो सब है, लेकिन एक्चुअली आपके लिए क्या ज़िंदगी है वो जैसे आप उसे अपने मन में एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं वो है.
So it means my life is what I think that is my life.
Yes. Not only think, but what you believe also.
सिर्फ यही नहीं जो आप सोचते हैं, बल्कि ये जो आप मानते हैं.
But I think every day many kind of things of life, I mean like, I think sometime myself I am a bull. I think sometime I am a cock. So I am cock.
Sorry, what kind of cock? That's a nice cock. We have some in Sahaja, yeah, like that.
कहते वो अच्छा मुर्गा है, ऐसा हमें एक सहजा में चाहिए.
मैं अच्छा बैल भी होऊंगा.
Yeah, that one I don't
He
know.
says I will come along with the cock.
Yes, yes, yes. Sounds like you have a very interesting life.
बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लाइफ लगती है आपकी.
I think he got that.
Sorry. So I'm come here in India to like a spiritual journey. So I met several gurus in India, and I experienced a lot of gurus' motivation and yoga activities. And so it's a really good things for me to do experience in India. So I like to know about Mooji activities also. What are you giving to the message to the world and these people, as I came here to know about your masses.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I am. You came to you ask a question or not?
क्या आप क्वेश्चन पूछने आए थे या नहीं?
Yeah, I came here to know about a life. So many lives around the world comes and goes like a chicken. So I'm really confused. What's the difference human beings and animals and chickens and goats and tiger and
Everything that you see come and go.
वो सब जो आप देखते हैं वो आता और जाता है.
That is called journey of life. I am not here to give anybody journey.
इसी को जिंदगी का सफ़र कहते हैं. मैं यहाँ पे किसी को सफ़र देने नहीं आया हूँ.
I am here to show you what is not a journey.
मैं यहाँ पे आपको ये दिखाने आया हूँ कि क्या सफ़र नहीं है.
Thank you very much.
You see, this you should not do. If you say you are tired of all of this and you want to find out something, I hope it is like you are searching for some peace and a real deep resolution to your life, then I don't expect you to walk away like that. You say, oh, okay, fine. Journeys I know about. Everybody I've met tell me, oh, you must do this journey and you must do this exercise. You see, I'm saying today you can be free today, even while you have body.
ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर आप ये कह रहे हैं कि आप इस ऐसी ज़िंदगी से तंग आ गए हैं, तो मैं आपको दिखाने आया हूँ कि इसके बीच में पीस या इसका क्या सॉल्यूशन हो सकता है. लेकिन
Did you meet anybody who told you this?
ये आपको ये दिखाने आए हैं कि आप आज ही कैसे फ्री हो सकते हैं. आज तक आप किसी को मिले हैं जिसने आपको ये कहा हो कि आप आज ही कैसे मुक्त हो सकते हैं.
मैं free हूँ. I'm free. I'm free, but I cannot fly.
Or you want to be bird?
क्या आप बर्ड बनना चाहते हैं?
Not like that. I mean like that, yeah. But I'm free. I'm free. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free.
We are done.
फिर तो हो गया.
Yeah, I'm free.
If you are happy, it's
Yeah,
enough for
don't
me.
worry. Yeah.
अगर आप खुश हैं तो मेरे लिए काफ़ी है.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Can you come? No, you, yeah.
Namaste, Moojibaba.
No, it's there. No.
Thank you for all this that you do, first of all. I'm open to live this experience of the self. I've been doing many things also, and I've kind of touched and felt what it's to be in this that you call the self. I kind of understand that this is the best way for us to experience life, to be enrooted in this self.
Okay.
So in your presence, surrounded by all these wonderful people that we are all pointing towards a direction, and in many other gatherings and works that I've done, I feel it, I sense it. And I try to keep it because it's with me.
You have been following, you've been here for a while, no?
I've been I've been all the season, but coming and going. I've been in other years with you.
But you were here yesterday also?
I was here yesterday also.
How was the exercise? Where did it take you?
It burned me out.
Burn you out? What did it mean?
You ask us to leave everything aside.
Yes.
And I did my best to leave everything aside.
Yes.
So I went to this space that we talk about.
Yes.
Where I can kind of feel this presence that is greater than me. And it feels with all this peace and but when I go away from that, I know that I cannot go away because it's with me, but it's
Actually, it's not just with you, it is. The you come and go, the you feeling is really something we inherited through experience of conditioning and habits and so on. In fact, you are this, in fact. It will take some time for your mind to really establish and accept again the naturalness of your being. Because at the moment it's shared with the idea you have of yourself as a person. You see? So the person side is very active, it's restless, it's always searching for something. The beingness side, it gravitates towards what I'm pointing to show you that. But very few human beings give attention to the being side. The human being. The being side we don't. So the human person side is searching. I'm searching to find the truth. But it's sourced in the truth, but it's not aware of it, you see? This is why I ask you, where were you yesterday? You say, I'm here, I have come to this place that you speak about, and it feels like there's a presence behind here. Was that the experience for people here, generally? That there was a presence separate from you behind here? Or what? What is it? Was there a separation there? There was you in that space? Thinking, wow, it's very nice in here, very peaceful. Was it like that? And is it like that?
What I felt it like that.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Maybe that's the place where I can talk to you from now, how I felt it.
Yes.
And my question is like, if we come here to experience life in a dual, in a phenomenal world, I have big trouble with the emotional part, you know. When I'm surrounded in a nice atmosphere, that I have time to be with myself and do what I want, and everything kinds of be very balanced. But once I go back home and I open a newspaper and I watch a news and I see something very nasty in the world, there's a chain of emotions that comes and blurs all this sensation away.
So what you're speaking from now is your person side more, no? And the reason why I say this is that, does it mean that one who is established in the self feels nothing for the things that you mentioned? No. They may feel also this thing. This is why the word compassion is so much also a strong part of, features very strongly in spiritual parlance, no? You hear of compassion, because it's not that, oh, the world is just an illusion now, I mean, like it's just a dream and so forget about it. No. Actually, the contrary comes about. If it's a dream, it is the divine, God's dream. If something is felt for the beings, knowing that they are the self, experiencing through the mode of individuality and personhood, and that they have too much attaching too much importance and identity with what is ephemeral, what is changing by nature. And that can only bring you into more intense feelings of suffering and wanting to run away and wanting all of this is when you are too much immersed in the personal way of looking at life. So what has happened is that when you were here and you are invited into this looking just to look, there is also a fear of letting go of your person. You see, this is what happened. There's a fear of letting go of the person because it felt like, no, that's where my life is. You know, but that's where your strife is. That's where your anxiety is. But at the moment, you have a feeling that beyond what I know as a person, there's nothing. So sometimes fear comes and you say, maybe this exercise is a trap and I will not be able to come back. You see, sometimes this happens, and so you come back and now you're still trying to survive and find techniques of how to live life as a person successfully. Well, it doesn't work like that. The range of what is called success for a person is actually a very narrow field. The person requires so much. Things have to be in place. And then everything is in place, the life looks good. But if a little bit is flicked out, the whole thing collapses very easily. You see? You have the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, no? And then somehow some little thing happened and then the whole thing collapsed. Can you bear that? So this is, the life is so tremendously varied in its expression. How to find the solution for this? Well, it is a little bit feeling risky if you are the person, because it feels as though the person has to sacrifice itself to find the higher thing. But if it finds the higher thing, who is there to find it? It's almost as though it is an exchange. It can feel like this. So you have been offered a very pleasant way of experiencing what many people have experienced and found, but this just is, it just is. Those very same people, if they go outside, they can tell the difference, they can smell the difference between, you know, a sort of like, well, this sandwich or this samosa. There's still, all the senses are working the same way. Their mind is still something that they could function through, but it hasn't got this dominant role. You see, something was not willing to let go. I said, can you put your attachments aside for a moment? And checking in with you, have you done it, you see? Can you put your attachments, even just, how do you put your attachments? Can you do like this? No, it's just an attitude. I won't engage with this for a moment, you know? Those attachments, they're not even real. That's why you can't put it, you know? It's just your mind. Can you leave these ideas aside for a moment without engaging with them? Who in this world and where would you have been for anyone to even ask this of you? Nobody has asked this of you. This is a fresh experience and invitation for you. Can you leave these things aside for a moment? And you can leave for a moment. Okay, I'm not engaged with them. Are they so precious that you cannot live one moment without them? And so when you actually exercise to, I won't engage, I won't bring any of my stories in, I'm empty, I hold nothing inside myself like this. Is it such a huge risk? And then you can really fully allow what is to reveal itself. And you find that the more you let go of what you think you are, the more you are here. It's not that, oh, you know, I'm only 60% now, Mooji. I'm now 40%, Mooji. Oh no, I'm only 20%. Mooji, please. Only 10%. Mooji, hurry. Please save me. Say 3%. Oh. Has anybody seen Junior? Is it like this? No, you found I'm here. I am fully here. Who is going to discover this if you are just a coward. Can't let go of my attachments, because letting go of my attachments, I feel completely just abandoned or something. No, then you must put it to the test. What kind of life will you have if your attachments, what are they? It's a sort of psychological relationship to things, and you bind yourself by them. So leave this alone for a minute. So this is why. And so when you go back and you say, yes, I come and go, because that's what has been happening. Your attention is coming and going. It's restless. It doesn't know. Anytime it's challenged to really discover something profound, it will run away to find another exercise to try. It doesn't want to be challenged. How can this be in service to your self-discovery? There are many people who, when they are challenged to look, they imagine that, oh, there's going to be, their life is gone, they've lost all their joy now because they sacrificed it to Mooji or something. What the hell is that? And they run away and they find a place that they still appear to be studying and doing, but it doesn't really challenge them. It doesn't threaten their insecurities or go anywhere near their attachments. What is that then for you? What is that? How can that be of any service? You must be challenged to look at what you are protecting, which is not in service to your freedom. That must be part of it. And it's not as painful as the mind presents it. Actually, it's quite pleasant to have something flushed out that is not in service to your being. So when you say, yes, I'm fine when I go home, I sit in my meditation space, and I'm there, I feel really, everything is in balance, I feel very harmonious. But when I step outside or look at the newspaper or I watch TV or something and I see how horrible, and I'm all in a mess. And what can a person in a mess do to help anything? Not at all. They themselves need help. You sometimes suffer more on behalf of somebody else you imagine as suffering than they do themselves also. I say it again. Sometimes if you are a worrying sort of tendency, you sometimes suffer more on behalf of the person you think is suffering than they do themselves. They may just be reflecting, but they're on top of it. And you look and go, oh, darling, no, please, no, I can't stand, no, I can't stand, no. I can't stand to see you cry. But they need to cry. Maybe sometime you need to vomit. It's good, healthy. Somebody needs to vomit. Oh, you go, no, go. Smile. I mean, what is that? Your life has to express all these things sometimes. Some people, they are afraid of any kind of cathartic reaction of another human being. They can't cope. Oh. They just want to, let's talk. But they don't want to, if you just, let's talk, but just don't freak out. Good. Gentleman handshake, very good. Because they don't want to see you go, yeah. Whoa, I've got to go now, sorry, that's it. They're not going to be there for you. Then what strength do you have then?
So obviously I have trouble with that, and I ask you for your help because for me, yes, I see that these emotions generate a big impression in my conscious and in my subconscious, and that's its condition in my life. So I'm losing my freedom in that way. I don't know how to. I would like to ask
how
your
to do
experience.
It. My not just advice, my direction and direct help is always being offered here. The same exercise. Try it. You see? Just try it. Because, sometimes it will appear the truth is never convenient. Okay? It shows up at the wrong time. We just like to be, can you come back a bit later? We find it catches you out all the time. Here is a beautiful opportunity to follow through and just to say, just leave that. And something wants to come in, not right now. I deserve this moment for myself, just to be. Let everything go. Just to do this, let everything go. Don't belong to you in the first place. Just stop holding on to how you think life should be for a moment. And how you should be and what you want. And how the people in relation to you should behave. And how a partner should be. And let go of all these things. Let go of identity for a moment. Because something was there before identity came. Something is here earlier than identity. Prior to identity, it was here. Prior to your name, it was here. Prior to your tendencies, it was here. Let's go back to original being. Leave everything. And don't imagine anything. Just leave it. This is my advice. Even now, will you take it?
Of course, thank you.
Yes. So just leave everything aside. And don't be waiting, okay, I've done it now, okay, what do I do now? No, nothing. Leave everything aside. And I'm not putting in front of you a clock. You've got 5 minutes. No, just everything. Stop. Clock out. But we're not going to suppress the senses. They can be there, fine. What remains? By itself, which is not being controlled. It doesn't need any manager. It needs no effort, no force. It is not something you've made up. Just what is here now by itself. Lungs are breathing. Blood is flowing. Heart is beating. Sounds are floating through something. There's awareness, there's perceiving of such. What else is here?
There's a feeling of no expectation.
No expectation, okay, no expectation. That's beautiful, in fact. That's one of the strong tendencies, is to expect. So now, not expecting anything at all. Are you here or not?
Yes.
Yes, you're here. As what are you here?
As me, as the self.
Does it have any opinion about things? Don't touch past. Don't touch future. Purely, cleanly, soberly, what is here? Does it have any concern about what's going to happen when I, whoever that is, go back, and how is it here, just here?
The space.
Yeah, yes. Is it concerned about how to run the world?
No, actually, that looks very arrogant, no?
Is it personal? Is it personal here?
No.
Let's really be here, no? No imagination, no story. We left that aside for a moment. But naturally, you have a sense, I am here. But I am as what is here? Isn't it just an awareness of being? The body is felt, the senses are noticed, that particularly of sight and hearing. Is there any person in the sight and the hearing? Can there be seeing without thinking? Can there be listening without identity? In this that is, does it have an identity?
No, it's just life happening.
Yes. Is it life happening? Is it itself life happening? Or is that the life happening is sort of perceived in that? Is it itself happening? Don't touch anything at all. Anything you touch, your mind creates something. Is this, whatever this is it happening? Is it an event? We listen to the sound of some very much like a pig, whatever is happening there, and what the mind might imagine is happening or about to happen or something. Is this affected by that? I'm talking to you particularly about this. Because
No.
the mind wants to say, oh my God, what's going to happen? Is they going to kill a pig over there? Or what is happening or whatever? Now that will be also watched in this. That reaction is also perceived. Is that a reaction being perceived by this?
It's perceived as the senses perceive, but it doesn't change.
Yes, this is good. So there is this kind of ground of being, a groundless ground, a space, which cannot be said to be making deliberate decisions about anything. And yet there's a sense in which decisions are made, feelings are felt, thoughts appear, thoughts are rejected or accepted, are seen. Are we together on this for a moment? No? And so we are aware of the dynamic aspect of ourselves, where there's the body and there's movement and there's smells and there's sound and there's the senses, there are feelings, there's a function of memory. All that is only perceivable because of the what is. What is the what is? What comprises the what is? Is it not just awareness? Isn't it awareness? Without which there can be no perception. Can there be perception without awareness? Is there something before awareness? Is there a pre-awareness state? Can there be a no-awareness state from where awareness arose? And if there was a no-awareness state, what would be aware of it? Apart from awareness itself. Is there behind awareness? Is there a limit or an edge to awareness? Who would know this? Like the sun, it is there. You can go and take suntan in the sun. You can dry your clothes. Some people are worshipping to the sun. Flowers are growing. Can you say the job of the sun is to give suntan? It just shines. Is the sun even shining? No, it just shines. Because it is there, life flourishes, certainly on this planet. But what is it doing? So like this, our awareness self is like this. The what isness is. And because it is, the dynamic life takes place in it and is perceived. By what is the dynamic life perceived? Is it not in awareness itself? Is awareness directly doing anything? So just this, just be with this as this, not as a tourist. Awareness, be in awareness as awareness itself. Is it in conflict with the dynamic expression called life?
It shouldn't be.
It should be?
It shouldn't be.
Yeah. If there's conflict, conflict is born in the mind that interprets, projects. Yeah? The realm in which we, the root consciousness, that has somehow projected itself as the dynamic, evolving consciousness, can taste this field of diversity, experience attraction and resistance and life and death and the you and me and this and that and gods and demons and all of these things can be experienced by using our powers of discernment, which gets increasingly sharp and clear when we are not functioning from the personal place, meaning functioning from the position of just person, but more looking from the place of the sense of presence. The sense of presence is that aspect of consciousness by which we know intuitively we exist. You simply know. Nobody taught you you exist. You simply know you exist. And from where observing of the activities of life, the observing of the functions of memory and intellect and imagination, and all of that is observed from the place of the, you may call the place of presence, or the feeling I am, which is referred also as the godly principle or a name of God. That place is here. You don't have to be thinking all these things. In fact, they are going to come, if they are true, they're going to come and confirm themselves to you. Because now something is changing, a change from person towards present, from person to presence. And from presence, you are now more in a field whereby understanding can happen more intuitively. It's not going through the arrogance, the resistance, the pride of the personal mind. And what is your state as we look together like this? How are you feeling inside?
Quiet, very quiet.
Yes. And if we found a newspaper with some very strong things, I would like to, and you said, please look at this. This happened just this morning. Wish we could do that and look at it, and you look, but don't leave. At the moment I can use this language to say, you stay put as you are now, and read whatever you want to read, or listen whatever you want to listen somehow, and see if it removes you or brings you into a deep state of depression. Because sometimes we feel that we should react also to these things in the world and be completely destroyed, just terrible, terrible. And that somehow, that's a very good way to react. And of course, there's a place for grief, and there's a place for intense feelings of empathy, that beings have gone through all of this, and a natural urge to facilitate or to help. That is there. But also there's a deep wisdom and an intelligence that has to acknowledge where you are right now, and whether you're helping out of panic and or simply that you are still one with your conscious being, and there's still an urge to move in that area. You are much more in touch with this, more than simply, emotionally being overcharged and running about feeling completely anxious and displaced. Suppose there were a scene and we could see everything that's happening, where there's a scene of carnage, a bomb has gone off somewhere and whatever like that, and you had the eyes to see angels arriving on the scene, just appearing on the scene. Which these things happen, some people don't accept this. Would they be, oh my God, it's horrible? No, but they would move in a serenity. They will dress according to what they have to do. And they will put a lot of grace and just what has to be according to what the Supreme ordained. And they would depart. Not necessarily, screaming at the horror. And this is also part of our experience and our dance. It has to happen also. There are outrageous things from a deeply human place that happens in different parts of the world, and also here also. And those reactions, those actions, reactions, and all of this will be there. But to turn away from your deep search, you need not do. In fact, there's even more reason for you to go fully and complete your sadhana. Because an awakened being will have much more valuable influence, radiate much more influence and inspiration and power than someone who just feels it and is all crushed by it. And that person is you. You're the one who are called to stay put inside. Not stay put here, no, but to stay put here and see how the energies of life move you. Because if you're only secure and happy in a certain place, under certain conditions, you are not free, not yet. You see? I'm not saying you should be everywhere enjoying, irrespective of what's happening, but you'll find your way. And it will be true for the needs of the moment. And you'll know when it's enough exhausted, your role has been played.
Thank you very much. Thank you from my deep heart, Mooji.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
You? Yes?
Namaste, Mooji.
Namaste.
It's very... My heart is really beating now, so...
I hope so.
More than usual.
More than usual.
And kind of shaking as well. I really would like to thank you because it was kind of a casualty because I'm here in Rishikesh for a different reason. And someone just said that I have been here and was so, inspiring. So I said, okay, let's give a try. And from the first time, I feel like you're my friend. I always know you. It's like my old friend. Like, oh, here you are. And at the same time, it was hard because you just point of my mind, my ego, straight. It was like, wow, I didn't knew that. Well, I'm in a path where I can see it, but not as clearly. So thank you, because now I see how much I have to work about it. I know you say it's easy, and when I'm here and you do all your exercise, I can feel it's so clear, it's so the base, it's just taking off everything and just the essence there. But yeah, the mind proposed me like the normal life, everyday life, my life back home, and say, what's going on there? And sometimes I really can stop it and say, I'm here. It doesn't exist actually, And
I don't want to paint a picture that the mind is a bad guy. Somehow mind is hugely a part of the story, of the human story, the world story, life story, because it, as soon as the beingness determines to paint a picture of itself as a person and live in that mode or model of a person, then it's as though the mind takes up a role to come into form with that person and to play as a friend and enemy in some way with it in this play of life. And a relationship is formed there that feels like a oneness to such an extent that most human beings, we don't know the difference between our mind and ourselves. And I feel it is important to begin to discern the difference between your mind and yourself. And by that what I mean is that you can live without your psychological mind, but it cannot live without you. And you must judge which is the greater and stay with the greater as the greater itself. You see? I am looking at my hand. My hand is not looking at me. I am looking at the mind. The mind is not looking at me. Mind has no life apart from me. I am the witness. These things must be clear for you. When they're clear for you, he cannot dominate you.
Has been dominated me, for a long time, so...
Yes. Well, that's also part of the thing that we must transcend. Because in order to play the role of the one who may overcome the mind or be dominated by the mind, you have to take up the idea of yourself as a person. Because only a person can be dominated by the mind. The sense of presence cannot be dominated by the mind. And certainly, the what is cannot be dominated by the mind. So the only thing that can be influenced or distracted or distorted is when the self plays as a person, which is the weakest link in consciousness, I would say, in the human kingdom, is to be only living as the person, which is a form of consciousness, but it has so many idiosyncrasies, so many qualities, so much inconsistency, because it's based its identity and its reality upon the body, upon the I am this body belief, and that I am my conditioning, and my conditioning is the fact of who I am, and its identity develops through this model. And that is the one thing the human being must come to terms with, and to look and to see, is there not more space than that to me? Am I merely the outcome of my conditioning and based upon my body, or is there more room, is there more space whereby the body and the ideation in the body, the ideas I have about myself and so on, that all of them collectively are perceived? Is there such a thing existing? Then, for whatever reason, we come to a certain point where life takes you to the next vantage point, to the next place by which you can begin to see and understand even these things. You come to higher ground. Because the consciousness naturally is an evolutionary flow. In its dynamic experiencing, it is a stage of growth, as it is for all people. But that only exists in the realm of duality, in the play of existence, as a flow of consciousness in form, energized by the vital force which manifests as the breath in the body. That belongs to that realm. Beyond that, and still very present here, is the realm I've just been introducing to. The place of what I call isness. The invisible inside the visible. The source from which where all life emanate. It cannot be understood by the mind. There are no teachings there. There are no religions there. There's no politics there. There's no ego there. Discovering this, a human being goes from mortality to immortality.
Actually, when we do this exercise to leave everything apart, and I feel kind of relief.
Yes.
What's past and idea of me, I feel really, oh my God, thanks. But at the same time, when you talk about resistance and fear, I can feel when I'm really getting closer to this grace, I feel death and something of panic grab me.
This is one of the aces up the sleeve of the mind itself, because it will put in front of you death, you see, and you will feel, oh my God, I can't go further. If I go further, I'm going to die or something. And then we all kind of pull back slowly and says, "No, thank you," and you go away. And it worked. It worked, that threat. Because it tells you, if you go any further, you're going to get this. You go, "Oh, yeah, what about this?" And you're off. The fear that somehow, I'm not supposed to come this far. I'm not supposed to trouble that. That's not my business. That's too deep or something. The all nonsense thing. You see, you have to bear that. Can you bear the attacks of your mind? Because he's going to come. He's called the deceiver. You may have heard this term. The one who deceives you. Who puts in front of you something and then you... But he cannot deceive you by himself only. It needs your cooperation, your belief, your acceptance. And that will seal the deal. If you look at it and you don't accept, you transcend it with the wisdom or insight, then he's gone. You're out of its reach. So normally as you feel that you're coming into grace, you're coming into that ultimate place of seeing, somehow, what is that? It's almost just to put you off the scent. It's like the mind begins to throw stones in the bush. So what was that? And then boom, where was I? You don't remember where you were. But after a few times of that, you're catching how the game is. And you'll just stay put where you are. And you will complete your seeing.
I'll try my best. But probably the last things really fear me that much, because I don't have that attachment to other things. I can leave it, but maybe death is my greatest fear. So probably, how you say, mind, just push the best,
It is largely death, because it's a collective fear of humanity, and it's in the air we breathe, this fear. Because, why? Because we are indoctrinated into believing that we are merely our bodies. And the body die one day. So, but you're not the body, you're the consciousness in the body. Does the consciousness die? And it's not just something to discuss like this, you must sit. And as you sit in the same place that you've been guided, and you marinate there, you stay there, and you keep just looking and just being. Just looking and being. And it is sending up also waves of illumination, and you're just coming to, you stay. You learn to love it. It's like you're really enshrined in this beautiful space, and you're marinating in this. And in some way you're maturing at the sound of speed. Something is going faster than you would when you're learning only from the place of the person. You're cooking in God's minestrone. Yeah, it's good if you have your own room. You can sit quietly. Stay there like that. And don't, you see? Then you come to know even without studying. Simply, illuminations are coming just spontaneously for you. You see? And the sense of you and it is diminishing. The distance of you and the God is diminishing. You're merging your sense of separateness in the natural wholeness of what is. You see? And you're experiencing not, oh, I'm going to die. No, but my gosh, I can't wait to shed even this. You see? I tell you what happened, when I was a child, and we used to live in a very long wooden house, and many children were in this yard. I didn't know whose children was whose parents, in fact, because we always eat at each other's house and stuff, So it was quite a nice childhood, actually. And sometimes when it rains, we had a big long veranda, about as wide as this space, yeah? Long veranda. When it rains, on these tin roofs, this kind of, like this. How beautiful it sounds. Have you listened? It's very, very nice. The nicest place. to be under the rain. We all pile up on the veranda, and some adult will come and tell us stories, mostly ghost stories actually. And we all got little blankets and and we hate it because, while it's going on, we all love it. Then you have to go home, and then, so like this. So I grew up, like many children, with this fear that something was going to get you, and you grew up seeing people who have passed away and all of this thing. It's very, very strong. One of my aunts also came from the country with her newborn baby. And I was told I should give up my bed to them, I should sleep on the sofa, and I love my bed. Anyway, they slept on my bed. Next morning, the baby died in the bed. And I didn't want to sleep in my bed anymore. I said, no, I don't want to go. So we had all this kind of stuff growing up. And then one day, now many, many years later, carrying these type of feelings inside, it occurred to me when I was just in a state of reflection, your last breath, is it in or out? I was thinking of it, the last breath, because so many dead people. The last breath, is it in or out? I said, no, it's out. Wow, it makes such a big difference. I said, can you imagine if the last breath was in? It would mean that somebody took it. I said, oh my God, that's horrible. No, somebody is actually dead in the body, And just little things like this came. These came as kind of illuminations, no? And somehow this kind of, you're out of this. You're not trapped in this body, even while you're alive. So these things, this fear of death and so on, it is one of God's great ideas, because it so terrifies the living beings that it compels us to go in search of that which is imperishable, which is a good thing, because it is findable. And if it was not there, human beings would continue just living like, and you would not have the urge to discover what is greater, because we are quite lazy for these things. The tendency, the compulsion is more towards an attraction towards what is perishable for a long time. So much of our life is put to gain and retain what is perishable by nature. And even the body that we need to enjoy the things that we desire, even this also is perishable. Is there anything in any part of our existence which is imperishable? I would imagine that you're here to find out. And I feel I've got good news, not just as news, but as experience. And this is why I asked you, when you're here, you leave everything, because mostly our own thoughts are molesting us. That's why I say leave it outside. Don't bring it into my room. Leave it outside. And then what are my thoughts outside? It's like your lady's handbag. It goes everywhere with you, They said, no, leave it outside. Leave everything, including the idea you have of who you are, leave outside. And something feels naked and vulnerable, come on in. And just sit with this, don't put anything in, and simply look and feel what is here now. All your paraphernalias are taken away, including your favorite one, your I person, for a moment. And what remains? So you are given the best chance to have the cleanest, incorruptible view and experience of what is here. And what have you found? Peace, joy, silence. All of this you found. And when does it end? Where did it begin? People are speaking. It cannot end. It does not begin. They're not saying, let me think about it. They're speaking like knowledge. You're not saying, let's go and discuss it. You say, from your own, from the center of your presence, you're answering. No, it cannot end. Can it fade? No, it cannot fade. Which religion has it most? Nobody has it. We are it. But it permeates all. Like this, people can answer. When could you answer that before? No, you could not, because you're only perceiving from the place of the person, and the person just speculates, gives opinion. They don't speak from fact or from truth or from direct experience. So this is the type of environment that is here. Peeling away at what is not original to you for a moment, just for a moment. Because I said you can take all of it back. You can take all your stuff back. When you go back out, you take your stuff and bye. You can take if you want. If you don't want, you can go straight out. Or we give you another door, go out another door or whatever. You don't want him back. Or you want it back, or you want a little piece back, you go and do what you want. My work is done. I only want to show you this. Take it or leave it. And you seem like someone who would not find it so difficult to go completely, to discover completely. What would you have lost? Just misery.
Thank you so much from my heart to show me that much in such a short time.
Yes.
And one sentence that really kicked me was like, the only person that can make you unhappy is you.
Yeah. Yes.
So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to take something from here because I have these things come and I have to give a little attention to them now and again, in fairness to those who are watching. Water. Yes, okay, 1 second, water. Thank you. Namaste, beloved Guruji. What I reveal here, I recognized in you. You are that source of truth, only truth. You are absolute presence, pure grace, and pure love. I have only one prayer. What remains here, please remove everything and replace me with you and remain as you. Tunnelize me with you. Very good. Thank you so much for your shower of grace on me and my family. Thank you to the live broadcast team and Sangha. Gitanjali, New Jersey, USA. Very nice. Beloved Babaji, would you please shed your light on the following from Ashtavakra Gita? Thank you, and thank you for the most beautiful Rishikesh season ever. In your heart and as your heart always, Shivaram, Accord, New York. And you say, shed your light on the following from the Ashtavakra Gita, and it goes like this. I am not the knower, nor the known, nor the knowing. These three are not real. They only seem to be when I am not known, for I am flawless. Again, I am not the knower. Sometimes we feel lost already, but I must be the knower. I am not the knower, nor the thing known. nor even the act of knowing. These three are not real. They only seem to be when I am not known. When I, who is I, am not known. For I am flawless. This Ashtavakra is speaking. No? Again, I am not the knower, nor the known, nor the knowing. I know of them. I perceive them. They go together. That which knows, the thing which it knows, and the function of knowingness. All these are observed in me, he's saying. These three, they're not real, meaning they're not steadfast. They also fly away. They only seem to be when I'm not. When I'm not aware of myself, then I take the position of the knower. When I appear to believe that I have forgotten myself, I take the position of the knower, and I believe I know this thing, and I am this thing, or I am the knower, or I am the knowing. But he's saying, I am not any of these. These are not real. They only appear to be real when I am not known. Do you understand or not? Okay. These three are not real. They only seem to be when I am not known. When there is not the awareness of this which I'm pointing you to. This is why I ask you, does this know anything? Does it have any belief system? So earlier than belief it is, such is the pure one. In which, through the dynamic expression of life and consciousness, whereby we can have the taste of knowing, of experiencing, of being the experiencer, and of knowing the thing experienced, that is also watched as a dynamic expression of consciousness, known to that absolute principle that he's saying. And why is he saying? Because I am flawless. Meaning, I am beyond good and bad. I am beyond form and no form. I'm beyond everything. Why is he saying this? Well, he's saying this on behalf of all of us who are too afraid to say it. Because we have doubts about ourselves. And it's not a question of having confidence to say it. An actor can go on stage and say, I am not the knower, nor the known, nor the knowing. These three are not real. They only seem to be when I am not known. For I am flawless. You can say that. What it means? Nothing. Because you don't understand what you're saying. Okay? So Ashtavakra knows what he's saying. And he knows that, the beings are going to hear this and feel, whoa, what a strange joy that comes from this. But I don't know what it means. And you maybe read this. Maybe somebody find the book. Somebody running from ashram and the book fell, and one page fell out the book in the rain, and somebody come and pick it up off the floor and run with it. And what is this? I am not the known, nor the knowing. These three are not real. They only seem to be when I... Wow! I think I'll keep this. Okay? And then for the next 2 years, they're only reading this. And somebody comes, hey, have you seen this book? No. I'm still into this. And, these things happen, huh? Actually, it happened one time in Lucknow. It was Christmas. I was at Master's feet, and we had this thing where all of us, we all bought presents, but we don't know who for. We just bought, we say we are 300 people, we bought 300 presents. And then it was all wrapped. And no name, no giver, no receiver. And they're all put in big bags. And it came to me on Christmas Day. I was one of the people giving out the presents, and people are coming, and I'm taking like this. They're coming, taking. So I came one book, one thing came up, and it would look like this. The thing came up, and it was, of course, it was in paper, Christmas paper. Nobody. They all know it's book, okay? And it was too thin to be chocolates, okay? So I put it under my arm, and I kept giving other things out. And in the end I said, okay, well, this was meant to be for me. Huh? And when I got home, opened it up, of course, book. What was it? The Avaduta Gita. What a present. I had not heard of it until then. And it became my friend. It became my guru. I go to bed every night crying with so much joy. An unexpected Christmas present. That is. Dear Mooji, again and again I question myself, if God is everywhere, why are all roads to God so secret? Why is He not available and not helping the community? Why does He create saints? Why does He create saints for the direction? Why did He create us? Why have we to believe and presume that He is there? For now, I have only this query. Regards, Dr. Mayur Pamar, Surat, India. Again and again, I question myself, if God is everywhere, why are all the roads to God so secret? Well, all roads go somewhere, in some direction. So, if He's everywhere, which direction I must send you? He must also be here, no? If He's everywhere, He must be here. So find Him here. Yes, but which direction? Now, what about, let's start with here. Yeah, but He's not here. Why, how you know He's not here? Papaji also, when he first met his guru, Ramana Maharshi, he asked Ramana Maharshi, can you show me God? He was very pleased with himself. Because until then he had asked many sadhus, can you show me God? And they all made up things like, well, you know, God is like this. And he said, you can't show me God? So he felt nobody could. So he went to the Maharshi and he says, first of all, he was asking people that he saw, have you seen God? Can you show God? None of them could help him, no? So one day, one sadhu came and he was passing, begging, and he said, I give you something, but tell me, can you show me God? The sadhu said, no, but I can show you where to go to find a man who can help you. Really? Yeah, you go to this place, Tiruvannamalai, and you go to Ramana Ashram. Yeah. So Papaji kept this with him for many, many years. And when the chance came to go to Ramana Ashram, he went there. When he went to Ramana Ashram, he went in where the Guruji is, opened the door. Who did he find? The same sadhu who told him, you go to Ramana Ashram. Okay, like this, no? So he felt, you charlatan. You trickster, look at you lying there in your nappy and everything and talking about, you know. Well, he was very, very angry and he thought, I am not staying here. This is complete another nonsense thing. I'm leaving. You know, this man is so one of the people in the ashram says, why are you going so quick? You just came. He says, no, this man is not true. Why? He says, yeah, because I saw him up in the north of India, and I asked him, you know, does he show me God or he knows somebody? And he told me he knows someone and to come here and look for this man. And then I come here and it is him. What do you think of that? So the person said to him, sir, you are wrong. The Maharshi has never left this place. What? He has never left. He came here as a boy, 16 years old. He has never left this mountain. So that made Papaji curious. What is this now? But he didn't let go of some frustration. When he actually had a chance, he went to Maharshi Ramana and he said to him, can you show me God? And so Ramana kept quiet for a while. Papaji was feeling, I got you now. You know? Can you show me God? And Bhagwan said to him, I cannot show you God because God is not an object. God is the subject. What is this? God cannot be seen. God is the one who sees. And that really freaked out Papaji. He was all, something messed. God cannot be seen because God is not an object. God is the subject. He is the seer. Yes, that is. So, which direction will you look? Well, if you are a person, you know that when you look for things, you find things, and they're somewhere, and you find them. He says, I've found them. Okay? But how do you find God? Yeah, I got him here actually. Here he is, sitting over there looking all pretty. No, you cannot find God. What direction you will go? Even your very searching is watched from God. Why is he not available and not helping the community? Dr. Mayor Pama. Why does he create saints for the direction? Why did he create us? Why we have to believe and presume that he is there? Who says you have to believe? You don't have to believe. You don't have to believe. If you don't believe, that is okay. In time, you will come to believe and to perhaps recognize also. Maybe not in this lifetime, we don't know. But however long it takes, on the day that you discover and you find God, it will not be different than today. Even if it takes you 2,000 years, it will be just in a moment, just like this. And you're going to say, wow, all the time? My God, you were here all the time. Inside here. Oh my God. Do one more. Let me do one more. You know so many, and this is the second to last thing. That didn't work so well. Beloved Guruji, thank you for these 5 weeks with satsang. I have followed every single one live. And I am so grateful. I love you. I have followed your pointings and I've contemplated with every single thing that has appeared. Who is the one who is seeing? And peace has become more established in me. Now, one of my sons has got cancer, and I know also this is my satsang. I know that this is an opportunity for me to dive deeper into the self. I know we are one and cannot die, but the mind wants to interfere and fix this. I cannot give this to the mind because it is a fake to me, a fake me, and I want to meet my children with true love. I can see this is the only way to share true love, by accepting and allowing whatever arises to arise. Can you please pray for my son to open up to who he is at a deeper level and to finish the me off completely as mind and person? And can you please be with me in this? I can feel so strongly that this too is tailor-made for my awakening. I know this. Although I know this, it has been a lot of fear and the mind's need to give some advice. But I know my only role in this is to be the observer and stay as that. Please be with me in this and let not the mind interfere. I know it is a distraction. The only way I can share true love is by being the self. I love you so deeply. Please replace me with you at your holy feet. I love you with gratitude and love. Toril. Beloved Mooji, since I found you the first time on YouTube about 3 years ago, I am infected. I call it the Mooji virus. An infection that is incurable and leads to the death of the ego. From the first moment, I felt that I must meet you, for I was in a painful, hopeless ego trap. For the first time, I took part in the silent retreat at Monte Sahaja in 2015. The virus caught me. So in the same year, I traveled to silent retreat in Zimar. The Mooji virus had already spread so far that I could hardly understand your clues. Deaf ears and a completely stupid mind were the symptoms. I almost risked an early departure from Zimar because after 5 years abstinence, I started smoking again. How embarrassing and yet necessary, because now I knew that I was clearly on the track of a wicked culprit, my ego mind, which wanted to avoid you. So even though I traveled to India in February 2016, I did not manage to meet you again in Rishikesh. Fear came. Something had to mature deep inside me. But now, dear Mooji, now I follow your hints day and night since you are online daily in Rishikesh. Finally, I do understand every single word you say. The head of the snake is free now, and I have to get rid of the rest of the old skin. Please, my Lord, let it be so. I am so grateful to finally die in your arms, dear Master. Please take everything left from the old me so that only you remain. If necessary, I want to come to Monte Sahaja in the summer. Do you think this is better than staying in silence, requesting on my own until totally free? Thank you for your deeply affecting love and wisdom. Eva from Germany. Okay. So, do I think it is better to come to Monte Sahaja than staying in silence, requesting on my own until totally free? You can do both also. But I would not advise anybody to sit just waiting for a date. You know, you keep waiting and then the date might come up. No, use the time to be free. Even now here in Rishikesh, we are not offering freedom in endorsements. Straight through. You're discovering. And after this, I ask you, yes, if you love what you are discovering, continue just keep incubating in this deep love and peace and joy that you are discovering. It is going to just continue intensifying, stabilizing, wonderful. And don't create any premature conclusions about anything that you experience. Just be empty and avoid pride and arrogance. Because mind will come and say, yes, we have done it. We did it. All arounds are on me. He will talk all this thing. You just keep quiet, because the truth will not adorn an egoic mind. It will not support an arrogant mind like that. Okay. So again, I'm just going to check in with you for a minute or so. Right where you are, wherever you are right now, right where you are, as you are now, without holding on to any concepts or intention or any desire. Just, you can be aware of these, but close for business. Only you. You without you. Meaning you without your stories and references and all of these things. Please, please, please go through this now. Don't hold on or combine anything with yourself. And instantly, you see, you're in a spaciousness. This spaciousness is not any old state. It is a stateless state. It doesn't belong to anyone. No one can have a monopoly of this. It doesn't belong to anybody. It simply is. It is your own self. Previously, our idea of ourself was framed in the body. Like the body was used as a house, an address, an anchor for our beingness. The beingness is not the shape of the body. It's not filling the body like a balloon. It is sizeless. So although it is in the body, it can also be said that the body is in it also. Because it is the place of perceiving. That's the first stage. There's perceiving of all that appears and disappears, that come and go, that rise and fall. There's perceiving. And there's even an awareness of perceiving. A perceiving of perceiving. Don't go to your head with this. It is simple. You are aware even of the functioning of perception. You are earlier then. Because perception means something perceiving something else. This is why I say that the very functioning or act of experiencing is itself perceived. What and where are you precisely in this? What is your reference? Is it the body or awareness? Or both? Now, whatever thoughts or memories or situations would normally engage your attention, you see? This function, which would have perhaps caused some distraction or some movement towards them, can easily be seen here as simply a movement, and that powerful magnetism that you would have felt from them now is nothing, is light, nothing at all. How paradoxical that in a few moments you'll be perhaps interacting with people and eating or having a coffee or whatever it is, but still inwardly there's a state of complete serenity and peace. And even if some noise should take place internally, that will be seen also just as a movement, not as a case, not as something to be held onto and saved, but simply like a cloud that passes across the infinite sky. It doesn't need to be accompanied by another cloud or a cloud helper. So thoughts come and go, feelings come and go, everything is coming and going. And this is watched. In the place of the watching, behind the very watching itself, what is here? You are here. You are here. And about here as well, here's where you appear to be also. But that's a movement. Through the body, you have the sense of movement, of experiencing, of diverse tastes. We call the experiencing of life. But now your roots are grounded firmly in the unchanging. So my advice is to stay as you are in this effortless awareness. If it feels that the attention is drifting, softly bring it back to rest in awareness. You may even find that the attention is drifting off like a cloud, but a deeper, subtler awareness observes the movement of that attention. And effectively it causes no trouble at all. It simply evaporates. because it cannot survive without you. You are just here. There's no need to discuss it with anybody right now, because there is a tendency to bring these things into a very mental mode, and you don't need to go into any mental mode. Just be in pure experiencing. What is your identity here? What identity do you need to be here? So simply keep quiet. Let actions, reactions, interactions happen in front. But you remain in this pure serenity. Bless you. Om. As I have said before, there's a light that shines from your heart. This light is the light of the world itself. Don't let your mind hide it. Now you can hear and understand these words and what they point to in you. So your life is auspicious. For anyone who feels drawn to God, to truth, to self-realization, then this life is already auspicious. It's blessed already. You who are discovering directly, not merely intellectually, but directly. The spirit of being, the Holy Spirit. The purity of the self. Take care of your realization. Respect it. Acknowledge it. Be grateful for it. Love it. Live it. Be it. Okay.
सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पिता है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पिता है तेरे दे जो है वही तुझको समर्पिता है न प्रीति है प्रतीति है नहीं पूजा की शक्ति है न प्रीति है प्रतीति है नहीं पूजा की शक्ति है मेरा मन मेरा तन मेरा कंकन समर्पिता है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पिता है My beloved Gurudev, I offer these flowers of faith at your holy lotus feet. Whatever I have, you have given to me, and I dedicate it all to you. I have no love, nor do I know you. I don't even have the strength to worship you. But this mind of mine, this body of mine, every atom I dedicate to you. You're the only one in my heart and my thoughts. You're the one I call out to. Make me your instrument. All I am, I offer to you. तुम ही हो बाबा मैंने मेरे विचारों में पुकारों में तुम ही हो बाबा मैंने मेरे विचारों में पुकारों में बना ले यंत्र अब मुझको मेरा सर्वत्र के अर्पिता है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पिता है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पिता है मेरे गुरुदेव Charanon pa Sumana Shraddha Ke arpita hai.
And the bhakti I want, that can never perish. I want nothing. Bhakti, only bhakti. Strong bhakti. It was almost impossible to come. Please. Yes, just because of you, it happened. Thank you so much for having a love. Thank you. so much.
Can we kindly ask people not to push, because it hurts the ones in the front. Thank you.
This is for you. Thank you. First time here. मेरे पति की रक्षा करने